On this week's episode of The Early Crow, we recap Tom's Coffs Harbour adventure, where and when and how he enjoyed Get It Fix's debut win on the Kenzo at Randwick, and where that horse is potentially headed to with its enormous hog. Millsy captained the Swans. He's been destined to do it since the day he put the red and white on. We look at the NRL, the chaos that potentially could be, and how the boys are getting over there to Las Vegas. A little bit of golf. We've got the Phoenix Waste Open this week, which is a beautiful, entertaining tournament. Rory's struggling. Victor's tapped out. So has Xander. And we got Matty Punts on at the death to go through the Super Bowl, clarify the NFL tipping stakes and standings, where they're at. I'm still not 100% sure on that, to be honest, but you can give us your feedback when you listen. And Matty Punts is incredibly horned up for one team in particular in this year's Super Bowl. I hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you tune into all our socials. Our TikTok's about to fire right up. I'm actually about to finish this, have a little sleep, and get myself up to Sydney to defend my 3-0 title against Tom in comp at golf. So we'll be getting some content out for that for sure. So make sure you tune in and find out and enjoy it. Have a great week. Not bye for now. Enjoy the show. Hello, welcome. Early Crow, episode 18. This week we're going to have AFL, NRL, NFL, horse racing, golf, and a bit of just yarn about whatever's going on. P-Rat with us. Paps back from a Coffs Harbour camp. I don't know if we call it a training camp, especially from what I saw from the old Floyd Landers of our NFL tipping comp, Justin McInerney, over the weekend. And we'll get Matty Punts on at the back end of the show to go through some NFL. How's the week been, Tommy, my man?
Yes, it was a late out last week, unfortunately, but good to be back this week. It was good last week. I went to Coffs Harbour. Actually, geez, I had a great, probably 9 days, actually. I had a wedding on the Saturday long weekend, which is great. A jackalope down there, down the winery down in Morning Peninsula, which is beautiful. And then headed up to Coffs Harbour, which is a bit different to jackalope, but it was nice, a bit different, if you know what I'm saying. But then, so we had a Coffs Harbour camp where we had 3 nights there. It was good. It's not it's a bit of a sort of connection sort of camp, not flogging yourself camp, if you know what I mean. Not flogging yourself like.
Yeah, well, a bit of that went on too behind the scenes, but it wasn't so much of a physical exertion.
Grueling.
Gut running stuff. It was a bit of a hockey match and then a bit of a bonding session.
Yeah, well, yeah. The last day the Wednesday was big session. Played a scratchy and probably would have got up to the 14, 16K mark, but the Monday and then Tuesday were really nice, getting to know each other and things like that. And then I went up to Byron Bay with Annie, and then Paddy McCartan come along as well, which was nice. A bit of a third wheel there. So, we had a good week. And then I had Millsy's engagement as well. So, jam-packed week, and life's good at the moment. So we'll get into the game soon as well. So it's good.
Did you fly with the boys up to Coffs Harbour, or did you just make your own way up there?
I drove with which is a good little story to that actually. Drove up there with Rams, hired a car, about 2.5 hours, and about an hour and a half in, and Get It Fix was running. So, welcome
to the live.
This was not fucking scripted either. Fuck me. Straight off the bat, it's taken 2 minutes and 23 seconds for him to mention Get It Fixed. This is all time.
And Postdog, who's Rams, obviously, but he's not a racing man, or he's a gambling man, I suppose. And it's like, mate, just throw something on there, and see how it goes. And he's like, yeah, all right, fuck it, I'll throw something on. And it's gotten down to the 300-metre mark, and we're stuck in behind, and we're in the middle of, like, I don't even know, I'm nearly to Ballina or Ballina. Where do you sell it? Ballina?
Yeah. Ballina. Holden Ballina.
Piss off your ear.
And it's like paused. It's paused. The race is paused. I'm like, oh no. And then the last 50, you could just see the turbos go on. Nash didn't even have to whip it, just hands and heels all the line, and then soft over the line. So Yeah, well, I think we're in a good show in a few weeks. We'll see how we go.
Well, yeah, you had to whip a part of him just to get him to sort of get in the barriers. Come on, son, we're here to
Yeah,
race.
well,
You got to win a few more big races before you can flaunt that thing around properly ever again.
yeah. I wish he took after the owner, the old big boy, but unfortunately not.
I thought he was a chance of falling over in the mounting yard.
Oh,
One
mate,
of the great hogs I've ever seen on 528 in my life. I cut my teeth as a mounting yard judge, punting off just how they paraded, and I've seen a fair few sort of tripod operations in the yard in my time. That's right up the tippy top.
mate, do you know Rob backed him? Like he said, yeah, hog out, but good, really nice. And I was like, what?
Oh, price is everything,
Yeah.
Credit to Rob, the horse whisperer.
But yeah, so what was happening? So Tommy was was walking around the yard trying to cool him down, and what was happening was, it was hitting him on the leg, and
on Tommy's leg, or because it could have hit it. You got
Yeah,
to clarify.
It could have hit somebody behind the barrier, couldn't it?
yeah, it was hitting
Tom.
hitting the horse's leg, so it was gone bang and hitting his leg, and the horse was like looking at like Tommy like, mate, what are you doing? Why you hit me? He's like, mate, it's not me, it's your fucking weapon. Oh mate, because all the boys, I should tell, yeah, all the boys are like obviously like in there. It's Clarky, Croc, who you're playing golf with on Thursday, Dicko. So he's the man that won the multi actually. So he might be able to shout you around.
Oh, surely.
Yeah.
Right, when you listen to this, mate, I'll be there probably just before you take off. I expect my green fees to be paid for.
And a coffee in hand. What time you turn off?
9, yeah.
Good.
But yeah, so Clarky and Clarky's old man and Croc are there, and they're like pissing themselves laughing, like in hysterics apparently. And Tommy and Johnny O'Shea are obviously like a bit like, oh shit, we don't want this, and these boys are like nearly on the ground laughing. And then he's walking out to the gates, and he's still got his weapon out. And then apparently it went back in. They're like, it went back in. And, anyway,
Hogwatch.
Anyways, pretty good story, and it's good.
So the horse will have like 2 or 3 week little freshen, not a proper letdown spell. Be brought back for 1400 plus races.
Yeah, so
in the autumn carnival.
Yeah, I think 10 days in the paddock and trial in between. And hopefully around the 2nd or 9th of March. Hopefully maybe the Skyline or the Todman maybe.
So Get a Fix has like savaged the clock on the Kenzo on debut. It's won $28,500. You'd be very, very happy with yourself, Tom. Paid $100,000 for him.
Yeah, and a bit of
hand up.
Yeah, and I bought it. I wish I took the whole thing now, but we
Fuck you, Clarky.
Win and whinge. What is it? Win and whinge. But
Win and whinge.
Special.
And there might have been a little Bob's bonus on that as well. So I think it's up to $40,000.
The breeding schemes are the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah.
It's so super. You can win a maiden down here and you win 24, but you actually pocketed 48.
Yeah, it's
going to be fascinating when this horse comes back to the races, maybe even the trials, because you're full-time athletes, so you're sort of part-time employed. You'll have time to get there to the trial and there'll be 15 blokes on Hogwatch just like as you got the weapon out.
Amazingly, there'll be no training that morning on trial morning. It'll be going running laps at Rosehill.
It's a great lesson though. I reckon it's I've got in some horses and like ones that you sort of just I'll go on this one, go on that one, and I reckon this is cheapest horse I've probably been in. It's probably going to be it is the best one. So for anyone out there, make sure you get the right advice and listen to the right people. And sometimes the cheap ones can work. And as you know, Dicko.
The 9th best last 200 metres of the entire meeting, Get a Fix for T. Papley and John O'Shea. Very, very exciting times as that horse progresses into potentially a big fat autumn carnival.
Now, Paps has just been writing Group 1. Should he get that excited, Dicko, or what? What in your professional opinion as a punter, is that something you should be getting that excited about, or what?
The way he won and travelled is very, very positive. The time to strike is now, because
next up probably
age-restricted races, and he's only got to beat what's in front of him, sort of thing. He's got a lot of issues. I'd say he's probably going to be a better horse if they gelded him, but you can't geld him because he could potentially win a group race and then he's away. So he's the son of Calex, who's an unknown sort of sire in Australia. I think his first season, or this is his first crop. So
he's doing okay in Europe, which is good.
Yeah, so it's very hard to pigeonhole him, but his last sort of 600, particularly the class benchmarks and versus the day, is very, very positive. So I'm not a futures punter, I think that's a bit...
Except for Romantic Warrior when you let everybody know on show 3 or whatever.
Well, I forced that for the punters, but I had a really good platform for that horse, These horses are really hard to sort of put a ceiling on, and this horse has upside. That's what I would say. And I like the way that it jumped and travelled when it paraded like a moron.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was sort of... I actually thought I would no chance because of what was doing pre-race and it come out of the barriers. Nash actually, at the gates, nothing was wrong with him. He pulled him out. Nash pulled him out because he was in there for a while. So Nash said, no, let's get him out. And then put him back in. Nothing was wrong with him, which is good.
I think when you have a horse like early... Like we got Grouse Mountain in Melbourne, you learn more every week that since the race goes. So like in 2 weeks' time, there'll be 2 or 3 horses come out of this race and go to the races. And for Tom's sake, you want to see them go really well.
Hopefully,
and then that sort of strengthens the format of this race.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a fucking exciting time.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Back to my question about did you fly with the boys? Have we going into the season? It's only 4 weeks away, is it, or 5 weeks away? Have we worked out who gets that business class seat up with you, with the big boys up front? Has that been solved yet? Or
hasn't yet. Well, Coffs Harbour, I was actually a bit scared when I got on the plane because we're actually in one of those propeller planes.
Oh, nah. Nah.
So,
the boys
yeah, so I was a bit hesitant a bit there. But
for those playing at home, it's just called a light aircraft. One with actual propellers.
Little propeller planes.
How planes are,
yeah. But we'll find out probably in our first match. But I reckon it could be the 1A Bud spot. It should be probably Millsy now, shouldn't it? He's taken over the sole captaincy.
Yeah,
wrapped with that.
Questions about leadership. You got to lead by example. So he looks like a deep thinker. So you'd have to analyse: is it the right thing to do, or should I give it to maybe I'll give it to the best on ground each week on the way home. Whoever trained the best this week gets on the way over to Perth, and whoever's best on ground and doesn't get a seat, up you come. Boys, stuff.
Nah, it's I suppose on Millsy though, probably very well deserved the captaincy. It's the other boys did really well, and Millsy's taken over now. He's obviously a very, very good leader from a young age. So looking forward to him to leading the boys solely, but obviously the leadership group around him will help him and guide him along as well.
He's been like a proper Swan from the day he debuted, like tough, relentless, courageous.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Maybe a little bit too much so off the field on the piss. A little bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin about him in the pre-season. It's been a big 6 months. What a 180. It sounds positive to me that he's been made captain for his injury, that he's maybe going to be back quicker than they said. But he epitomises everything that is like Sydney to me as a fan.
No, bloody oath. And inside the 4 walls he's at as well. So it's good. He's obviously had a few unlucky injuries actually throughout his career. He's had that, he broke his foot, just rolling his ankle, walking to the coffee shop, and he was out for like 12 weeks. Then he did a finger and he's out for 12 weeks in pre-season last year. And then he's done his shoulder. But when he gets a good run at it, he obviously played in 2022 a full season and won our BNF and was a very, very good player. So looking forward to him to get back this year.
It's fucked. So I'm obviously a Pie supporter, and I'm starting to get a soft spot for the Swans, obviously since I've known you, Paps, and
well, I hope so.
Whatever's going on, but just you flat out pushing a bloke in the back in a prelim final 2 years ago. Like there's that side of me going nuts in my head, and then there's the other side going, nah, Paps is a fucking good bloke, and the Swans are going all right. Like I hope he's doing well enough.
I wonder who gets the business class tickets when the Pies travel. I mean, they barely fucking ever do it. So they probably all just travel business class, I guess, because how many times do they go away per year? Like 4?
Like 4, yeah, max.
Yeah, they probably underachieved, really, when you think about it.
Winning the grand final, they underachieved, did they? I'd love to. Can you please explain this one? This one's gonna.
Well, like they get every possible advantage known to man. So they have to, like a higher benchmark for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what more did you want them to do? Go the full season undefeated and win the flag?
Beat the Swans last year at home, like not sort of capitulate, like not show up for the first quarter, that sort of stuff. But you can understand why, because they weren't used to travelling.
Yeah, they might have been a bit jet lagged, mate. You can't
stuff like that. I mean,
that's actually a disadvantage. Like, how come we don't play all of our
Brisbane
games
that time? I mean, they were very good that day at home against a very good Brisbane line. So I'm winding the clock back a mile here, but you brought them up. I mean, they had every possible. Buckley had about 45 touches and kicked like one of the great goals of all time, and he still couldn't get him over the line.
That's a real sore point for me. That was like when I was 12, 13 and 14 and just dooner on the couch and just fucking under the covers
kill Bossy. He tried to kill him.
Really winding it back now, aren't we?
Then he got up and he fed the nut and he gave it to him. One of the great moments in grand finals, that.
Yeah, that
when
was,
I grew up a little bit.
Scotty Burns, was it?
Yeah, Scotty Burns tried to T-bone Michael Voss from a mile away and got him. Got every bit of him. And then he was sore from the hit, and Voss got up and fed it to Simon Black, who slotted one on his just like silky left foot. And then Vossy got straight into Burnsy, and that was game set.
That Brisbane line side was fucking outrageous, the players in that side.
Was that the grand final when, like, a year later or 6 months later, they did, like, Voss in the Lee in the box, and they replayed the grand final and you could hear the coach talking?
Oh, I can't remember that, no.
That's gold.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Akka goes front centre and kicks it. He runs past the contest and misses the front centre. And then he goes, tell Akka fucking front and centre. 2 minutes later, front and centre, he kicks that big banana on his left foot because he had no right peg.
Oh, yeah.
Straight away. It was...
I know that goal,
He was a freak.
Yeah, Akka.
Yeah, he was a freak. Best finals player you've seen, you reckon, Akka?
Dusty.
Best finals player I've seen, probably Luke Hodge.
Yeah, okay.
Dusty's got to be up there, hasn't he?
Dusty.
Dusty's won... How many norms did Dusty win?
2 or 3. I can tell
Did he win 3 or did he...
Let's go to the trusty Wikipedia site. That'll tell me everything. Hang on.
He's won a heap. I thought Aaron Buchanan was
3 Norm Smiths.
05-06, both games. Lewis Robert Thompson, enormous in 06.
Monty would love this. Monty's my Fords coach now. That's Eamon Buchanan. He'll be listening. He listens.
He was enormous. Like he grew like 2 foot taller in both those grand finals, and just like gut run and crumbed like a guru. He was so fucking good.
Monty was the one that blocked for Nick Davis, I reckon, and then Nick Davis hit the goal.
Yeah. Nick Davis is the best ever semi-final player that ever felt like his performance against Geelong was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yep. Yeah, Dusty won 3 norms, 17, 19 and 20.
And to Dustin's credit too, one of them at least was an away game in a grand final. So that adds even more credit to what he did, I think.
That's good from you.
I'm getting another beer. I'm proud of him, but it's scary.
Yeah, why are you proud of Darcy, Dicko?
All right, so Darcy's obsessed, like fanatical now with cricket, and it's interesting watching a young man who's 4, but I want him to be sports obsessed. But he wouldn't know who a cricketer was. Never watched it except on Bluey, right? Which is interesting to me because I tie back loving cricket to watching like one days, really.
Yeah.
I don't remember liking cricket and not knowing like Mark Waugh and. But he wants to play cricket all the time. And when he started, which was Christmas Day, which I showed you guys, he didn't know how to hold it. So it was pretty safe to play inside the house. The boy has come on in leaps and bounds. And it's now like severely tactical. Like, I want him to go good, so I know how to put it in his slot. He loves Cow's Corner. That's his hitting zone. You know, you can just dry him up outside off and he starts to get frustrated. But if you put one on the slot, bang, and it goes right in. Paps Pratty, you've been here a bit. Paps, you've been here a lot now. It goes right into like where the toaster and shit is, and the fridge. It in there, right? So you just get rid of all the glass. Yeah. And I just let him go because I was never allowed to play cricket in the house. So as a point, I want to prove to my parents like he's going to play cricket in the house. But now he's getting better. I want him to go well. But it gets real tactical when I'm bowling my underarms, left and right, a little bit of offie, a little bit of leg. Emma comes in and starts cooking
Clicking
dinner.
The fingers.
Yeah, but Emma starts cooking dinner. Right in Cow's Corner.
Hang on, babe, surely this is the point you
I need you on your toes. But I've got to be careful how I bowl them when she's not watching. or she lies on the couch, 7.5 months pregnant, right in like cover. He hit one, knocked off a coffee cup, one of the good ones. I caught the coffee cup, saved it, and she's almost like that's enough. She wants to say no more. Last ball of the day this afternoon, like just before the bath, I just did a little left arm, like a left arm orthodox, pitched on off, went away, just trying to sneak him off because I didn't want him to hit it because he's already smacked the clock we just got. He moves to the pitch of it and hits one of the great cover drives of all time into Emma's teeth. Via Lenny's, so Lenny's on Emma via her head into her teeth.
Oh no!
And me and Darsh just freeze. Oh fuck! And she's like, "I'm okay, but that's enough."
Yeah.
I don't know if cricket will continue in the house. Stay tuned to find out more. But Darcy's fucking up and about, and he's just getting through his gears. Hates bowling, but his footwork's getting there.
That's good.
Awesome. Did you hung that clock up the other day as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I hung it up like 2 days ago, and he just buries it into it.
That's so good. Get the Makita drill out and drill it into the wall.
That might be. Did you speaking of cow corner shots? Did you see Fraser McGurk?
Yeah, he's a freak, eh?
Oh, he hits them so clean. It's fucked.
He's trying to hit out of the SCG his first ball in Test cricket.
One day cricket.
Yeah, one day cricket. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'd love if he was playing Test. He'd be a great replacement for Warner.
Oh, he's like a video game, eh?
The noise when he hits the ball is fucking outrageous, and he hits them so far. Yeah. And he doesn't seem like the tallest human being either, right?
No,
he doesn't seem like enormous, but fucking he whacks them. But yeah, I'm spewing that they didn't get it done faster. We only got 87 off 6.5 overs. We could have done it within the 5 over mark. I reckon. I'm a bit disappointed about that.
Just before we finish off on cricket, what about Mitch Marsh? What a human being. What a cricketer.
100%.
Feel-good story, I reckon. I haven't talked to anyone about it who wasn't pretty happy for him to win the Allen Border medal.
But his speech was elite. A bit of humility, emotion, and just love for his teammates and his family as well, which was great. It's one of the greatest speeches I've heard, I reckon.
Yeah, I know non-cricketing people that were just like, how good was Mitch Marsh's speech? And I was like, how do you fucking never know who that human being is? Like, he spoke unbelievable.
Bloody oath.
Yeah, I think the modern day Australian cricket team's sort of frustrating the fossils.
Big time.
But with their gentle wokeism, starting to tap into a different audience. Which, if I was running the joint, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, would it?
No, not at all.
That's
not at all. But fucking very deserving winner. What a fucking 12 months he's had, and to think how long he's actually been sitting on the sidelines and watching them too. He watched them through a lot, so it's good to see him get his reward. You know.
Bloody oath. He was down and out as well. Everyone used to hate him. I was actually always sort of a lover of him.
Yeah, same.
But his obviously performances were down, but he just seemed like an absolute one of those blokes that you just want to have a beer with, and then. But anyway,
he's my number 2 now.
Travie Head's
number 1.
Travie Head's got to be 1.
Let me guess. Your Paps is Head, Marsh, Hazelwood.
I thought it'd be James McDonald. I thought we were going to slide him in there somewhere.
No, Australian cricket.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware.
Yeah, the Hoff. Or get Nathan Lyon, maybe.
Mine's Smudge, then Marsh, then Cumdog. Oh, fuck. Cut that out. Cummins. Where have I got that from in my head? I can't stop saying it.
Yeah, it's off one of them. It's off the Grey Cricket or Hello Sport. It's one of the two. I'm going to say Hello Sport, but.
Hello,
Pratty, who's your top 3 favourite Australian cricketers before we leave cricket?
Shit.
Right now.
Yeah, Bison's got to be up there. Fuck, he's got to be number 1. I just enjoy blokes going out and just saying, nah, fuck this. I'm a better batsman than you are a bowler, and just going and just backing yourself in, you know? Like, that shit's fucking good to watch. But him, probably him, then watching Cummins bowl, and then a pick between, Head or Stark, I reckon. I think we
haven't watched the Ashes the last 4 times we've been there, have you?
No, true.
Maybe you show Smudge some respect.
No, he has been very good, but he's definitely not one of my favourites. That doesn't mean he's not an absolute freak, but yeah, he's not one of my favourites. But
okay.
Oh, here we go. No, I do like winning. I broke for Collingwood. You do know that, yeah?
Mate, you've won 4 comps in 40 years.
Yeah, that'll do.
4
in
40 years, right?
I'm aware.
Look, we can go over this every week if you want. You've won 4 in 40 years. You get every possible advantage. I just come right down.
Like
You're also overloaded on the cap, are you?
What's that?
You're stocked up. Like it's the window. The window is You're gonna start holding that window open.
Yeah, to be pushing it.
There's only one club I've ever known that sort of just keeps that thing sort of 3/4 open all the time. Tom plays for him.
Oh.
Shoulder arms.
NRL. The boys are headed to Las Vegas. There's the Roosters, the Sea Eagles.
Sea Eagles Rabbitohs is game 1 and Roosters Broncos is game 2.
Heard on Hello Sport that the Chooks are flying like on a grouse plane business class direct, and the other 3 are flying via Fiji and potentially an economy. Now this is huge if true.
Really? There's no way.
Oh, mate, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Like, I haven't done any research to confirm what they said, but I trust them with my life. And Tom and Eddie said that the Chooks, and they're so to put a bit of context for AFL fans, the Chooks are owned by, run by Nick Politis, who's an incredibly wealthy and successful human being, and they're always accused allegedly of rorting the cap and things like that. So it's like just stinks of Nick's done a Swifty and got him on a better flight.
Yeah, perhaps apparently the NFL's paying for it all, and the NRL is paying for it all, and theirs was drawn out of the hat that they'd get the direct business flight.
And they've done like a deal with Fiji Air, so they've got to go via Fiji, take some photos, and like it is significantly different from the Swans going to Perth, because you've got like this year you've got like Brodie Grundy, Big Joel Amati, a couple of big bobbers. Like, there's no Tom Papley's playing for the Sea Eagles. Like, they are all big 120 kilo girthy, thick human beings. So if they're flying economy, fucking hell.
Yeah. Look, it'll be very interesting. It'll be. I'm more worried about probably after the game, but
same. I want an over-unders market on the controversies post. I wouldn't even mind an over-under market on the controversies pre-game. Like, are they being let off a leash before they play?
Yeah,
well, they need to have like COVID bubble style like procedures in place to keep these guys like controlled, and they can't.
They'll be on a flight home on the next day, I reckon. They'll have to.
Imagine being 130 kilos, playing your first game of fucking rugby league. It is a brutal sport.
Yeah, fuck
for 4 months, your first proper game. Some of those big, thick boys wouldn't have played many preseason matches. So it's like match fitness. You're getting over there in Las Vegas, and then you got to jump on a plane like a sardine and fly via Fiji on the way home.
Yeah, that is great.
I'm getting stuck into whatever the lines are. I'm going against those teams when they come back the second game.
Yeah, true. What do you reckon they'll get like people to the games, and like, is it over there in NRL?
I reckon they'll get a great crowd because it's like a sporting event. Like, it's just a one-off.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think it's a very good indication of the long-term success of the sport being there week to week, but it's never going to be. So I think it's a great idea. Rugby league's like they can put on a show when it's done well, I think. I don't think it's the best live sport. I think AFL shits on it live. It's a great TV sport, rugby league. But,
yeah, it is.
But
I've actually never been to rugby league live.
Nah, no, I haven't either.
It's not as good as watching on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's good fun going to like Shark Park or Leichhardt or something.
Yeah, like a local, like a.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to a suburban ground with a suburban like atmosphere, but it's packed, and it's top flight sport.
And this year we're going to do an NRL tipping comp. We're going to have our own league. The early crow tipping comp will be done on the NRL official website, and we're lucky enough the winner will get $200. Is that right, Pratty?
Yep. We're going to do a $200 NRL voucher for the winner. So obviously us three excluded. Any of the Early Crow fans that want to jump on, it's free to play. We're not charging you to get in. It's whoever turns up. But yeah, it'll just be using the NRL app. Pick your team each week and go round by round, and whoever wins will get to buy their favourite team jersey. We'll send you a $200 NRL voucher via the NRL shop.
Too good.
How good's that?
Should be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. NRL's not a big sport for me, so I'm looking forward to watching it a bit more, and no doubt have Dicko chew my ear off on a Thursday night.
Once you actually get into it a little bit, it's very watchable and consumable.
Yeah.
Shorter, sharper.
Thursday nights are good when the AFL's not on.
You're on almost every Thursday night this year, though, aren't you? Perhaps isn't this year the year that they were throwing in more Thursday night games?
Oh, to be honest, I actually wouldn't even know who we're playing round 3. Round 2.
That's the best.
It's a horse, I know he listens.
Right, round 0 and round 1, that's about it. I'm not sure who we play after that. 1 week at a time, boys, you know that.
Yeah, don't go too far ahead of yourself. I
love that. I reckon.
Where your head's at?
I don't know what your plans are round 1, Dicko, but we might have to go Friday night, Swans v Pies at the G.
Oh.
What G?
What G?
MCG.
All right.
I thought they're playing Melbourne round 1.
Nah, round 0. Yeah, this is all the controversy. Like,
does it count for points?
Yeah, round 0.
Our round 1 is versus Melbourne. Then what? Round 2 we've got an away game to Collingwood at home, unfurling the flag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Friday night football.
Free kick, Dacos. Yeah, I can't wait to get there.
There'll be 90,000 there. I cannot wait.
Yep. I reckon.
Right. What is it, a Friday night?
Friday night, Friday the 15th.
Have to try and get some tickets.
Yeah, I can sort those out.
It will be right.
Oh,
maybe we can slide. Maybe we can slide in the rooms or something afterwards.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Oh, you're not getting in there. You're a Pie supporter.
What? Yeah, I'll wear my Pies jumper in there. I don't know one, by the way.
I'm actually quite keen for that. Matty Punts is coming though, right?
He's a Sydney man.
Yeah. Matty Punts is my +1.
Love it.
We've been going to Swans games 1 out down here in Melbourne for 6 years together, 7 years together.
Love it. Speaking of Punts, he is just about to join us to chat some NFL. Looking forward to it.
Oh, is he?
Yep, he's about 2 minutes away.
This will be perfect. We'll get Matty Punts on. I didn't even realise what I've done to myself now. I'm going to have you 3 fucking cheats versus me debating my results, which I've solidified last week. This is going to be good content, guys. Don't miss it. Stay tuned.
On to the horse racing, Dicko. Have you heard, obviously, Mar and Eustace are donezo. What did you think of Mar losing all his premiership points going towards the championship?
Well,
you got a view there?
I reckon we played a part in him keeping them because he got him back. Did you not see?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
when did that happen?
Back because when he got stripped of him, Kieran then, in my opinion, should have been eligible for the. There's races in Victoria that are like 10 wins or less.
Yep.
Trainers, which are designed for smaller trainers to get around the Mick Prices, the Kieran Mars.
Yep.
Of the world. And we have a really nice filly, Grouse Mountain, who will go to the races on Friday. Not sure where we're going to send her yet. It'll be Colac or Moonee Valley. But there was a rich maiden at Pakenham on Thursday night that was restricted to those sort of trainers. And because they stripped Kieran of all his wins, we nominated the horse.
Yeah, that's nice.
So then when Kieran got all the wins back, we were no longer eligible. Do you understand?
That old bit. Yes, I do
nice.
understand. I didn't. When did that happen? When did he get all of his points back?
It's last week, wasn't it?
Probably when we nominated this horse.
Yeah, right. Fuck, how out of the loop am I?
So, I think it was ridiculous, though. Like, well, I found it fascinating, Paps, with, like, J-Mac even talking about the premiership. To me, it's just so irrelevant. Like, the jockey premiership, the trainer premiership. I couldn't care less for it. I'm very surprised how much they do, but they do care about it, and it's important to them.
Yeah, it's I actually found that interesting as well.
Like, if we had a bet on it before they came on, I think we're both taking like $1.30. They don't care.
Yeah, I think it probably the consistency is a thing they would think about. Do you think? Because obviously the Group 1s are his Punts. The Group 1s are great, but it's also that consistency where you want to be winning all year round, all the Group 1s, etc. So
I suppose it's like
their strike rates and they love their premierships, and full credit to them. But Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was rectified, and they march on. But the premiership for the trainers is becoming less and less relevant. The only thing that's exciting about it is who wins out of Waller and Ma, and it's just like it was 6 years ago down here, or 4 years ago before we got caught. Was is it Weir or Waller?
Yep.
But I couldn't care less. Matty Punts, welcome back to the Early Crow.
Boys, how are we?
Good.
What's going on?
Just very happy to see you. What's happening?
Living the dream. We're packing boxes. No good. No good. Anyway, Super Bowl Eve. It's like Christmas. Can't wait.
I'm surprised. Are you actually doing any of the heavy lifting?
A little, not too much, but we'll still a few days to go.
NFL, what do you think of the lead up games into the Super Bowl?
I think San Fran are lucky to be here. KC. I can't believe they're not favourite. Like, I think Vegas just holding that much money on the Niners. That's the only reason I can think of that. But I think KC should be -3. Can't wait though. It'd be a good game.
Yep.
Well, there's a little bit of insight into what
Their boss
might be doing for his final 3 selections, as it's really tightening out the top. Are we all tight at the top?
Yeah, what's the go?
Mate, well, what were the rules, Punts?
I was happy with how it all went down. Anyway, if we want to go off square, I'm down.
So I think we need to just do a little tiny recap for the punters. So Dicko was away in Norfolk Island and
on a holiday with my family.
Yeah, you don't need to sell them the story, mate. We just need to tell them the facts.
No,
right?
I would like to go public vote, but it was avoided because I think you guys are smart enough to realise the public would spit upon your faces and just give it to me. So
mate, I reckon you would fucking lose the vote. Fucking 95% of Twitter and Instagram hate you.
I'll do the vote and I'll tag Collingwood and a few others so they can get into you.
Perhaps don't run them, brother. That's fucking four straight up. Just flick one off his pads.
Oh, don't run them. Here we go.
Yeah, fucking shot, brother.
I put my selections in 2 to 3 hours before the game started. I gained no unfair advantage in our competition and our bet.
The decision was made at that point.
The rules were that we'd pick your picks if you didn't get them in of the day.
Do that either.
Yeah, we did.
Do that either.
We did, didn't we?
No, you didn't.
I'll fucking get it up. I reckon we did.
It was led by Juzzy. He was steering the ship.
But anyway,
and then Juzzy said, "Oh, you can have this one and that one, but you can't have your first winner."
Loved it.
Yeah, because that was Ravens because it was on the day of the game.
Look, the summary of it is there's that either Tom has like a tiny chance of tying with Punts and I to go thirds in this big bill, and it's going to get so fucking big now, or he's got a slightly bigger chance. He's either 3 back or 2 back. That's a solution, and all this does, Punts, is put a big fucking asterisk if you are to beat me this season, because you know that you've done it without honour, and that's not you.
I don't think you were direct enough, Punts. Is that your final answer, or?
I'm 2 back. Like it's clear I'm 2 back. So, like
we'll roll 2 back. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 back. Anyway,
so what are we doing?
Just don't choke.
I'll take half a game.
What?
How's the bartering?
No, mate, it's 2.
Oh, this is a rort. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace.
But
and I know it's a disgrace by this fucking cheeky little fuck I've been mates with forever. The way he looks, his eyeballs and his smirky shit is when he knows it's been a good rort like that.
I loved every minute of it.
Oh,
All right,
But
and if
what-
the Super Bowl, Punts, what are you thinking so far? You can't believe the price, the line for the Chiefs. Why is that?
I think KC will kill them. That's where I've landed. There's a chance that Purdy shits the bed for the Niners. It's a big stage for the young kids. So I don't know. That's where I've landed. But I've had a look into the props.
Yes.
All right. So the anthem. We're gonna start at the front. So it's usually 120 to 126 seconds. It's like the usual line they set for it. This year they put up 89.5 seconds. It's a rat line for the anthem. Screams to take the over, but fuck, I don't know.
Because it's so obvious to take the over, you're thinking take the under.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's a big insight in how Punts works.
Coin toss, I'm pretty heavy on tails. But the key is here, so between the two of them, you've got to go at least 1 for 2, because if you start off minus 2 units before the game started, you're just mentally cooked. Anyway, we'll try and split them.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Like when you get to the pub, you can tell who the sick fucks are when the anthem starts going. You have a look around. This one's got
Got their iPhones out with the timer on.
Yeah, I love it.
Are you taking the there's plus 1.5 around for KC, or are you taking plus 2? I think there's plus 1.5 around $1.93, or would you prefer the plus 2 at $1.90?
Yeah, I'll be taking head to head.
Take
the
210.
Yeah, 210 head to head. Yeah. Couple others I got here. Purdy to throw a pick, $1.82. I think that's stealing. Like
that's an interception for people playing at home who are a bit new to it, but getting involved for the Super Bowl. So if the San Fran quarterback throws an interception.
Yeah. Pacheco, the Chiefs running back. So his first rush, the line's 3.5. Like he'll be jacked up. Like he's only going to get half a block, and he'll fall for 4 yards, I reckon. So keen on that. Most of the props are pro Kansas City at this point.
It's good. I love it.
Look at Tom, he's just lighting up there late. He just loves this shit.
No, I have to take a spreadsheet to the pub to keep track of them.
So talk us about Monday. What are you doing, Punts? Where are you going? I love the betting side of things. Where are you going?
We're going to the Bells in South Melbourne. So I actually called them up yesterday to see what time they open. So 8 o'clock. So I'll be there. I'll be there knocking on the door. And I think 10:30 kickoff. So be able to knock a few back before the anthem.
What's who are you going there with? What crew? Like, you got a bit of a crew with you, or you got Monday off? What?
There's about 6 of us going, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, not too many people give a fuck about it to take Monday off, but I put my leave in 12 months in advance. So.
I reckon we've got $1.90 for Dicko to lob at the Bells Hotel on Monday, by the way.
It's too far. It's too far, and it's way too risky to go in there on a Monday. Yeah, with Matty Punts.
It's a long day. Like you start in the morning, doesn't finish till 3 or 4 in the hour. Like it's like going to war, you know.
Yeah, and it's a very hard time to. It's a very hard time to pull the pin on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Piss up with your mates when you don't have a job. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the NFL, Paps Pratty?
I do like where his head is at with the Kansas. I like that bet as well.
You're probably gonna be another team though. So
yeah, you're gonna have to take.
Let's be honest, Tom. Like what you think and what you post are two very different things. You basically have to fade me.
Yeah, but maybe I could make the lunch on this game.
I've got you by the balls.
No,
I win. I've got to. If my team wins, I can't lose. That's how I'm thinking. And I've already beaten Punts by I've got him so wobbly that he's had to stoop to this low level of character.
That he's thinking about maybe taking the under on the anthem because it's too obvious to take the over.
Yeah, I haven't locked it in, but I think I'm overs anthem. I'm going to be overs points, and I'm going to be Chiefs with the points.
I'll just take. What do I need? Two. I need two. I need you to get one.
Yeah, you have to go against me. You can't follow me in.
I could.
This whole competition could swing on the anthem.
That's good.
That'd be good.
Bloody oath. Looking forward to it.
Game. Sure, hopefully.
Let's move to golf. Finish the show. We're going to finish this week's show with a bit of golf chat. We'll get to Victor later on. Murmurs he might be talking to the Shark. He pulled out of the Waste Management, which is an enormous tournament on the tour. But let's start with your favourite golfer and my favourite golfer when you tip him, Rory McIlroy. I mean, it was one of the most perfect scenarios to wake up to on a Friday morning last week when one of the Swannies boys said, "Oh shit, Rory's going good." You know, he was 6 under, and you gave that little fist pump. Literally, he bogeyed the next hole like 30 seconds after your emoji.
Yeah,
he finished the day 1 under, and he was 6 under.
And he had a two-stroke penalty doing something, didn't he?
He could stop COVID punts.
It's just typical. Like you wake up on a Friday morning, he's 5 under through 12 holes, you know, and then like he would have missed the cut if there was a cut.
and 12 holes through round 1, he was 1 shot leader.
Yeah, and like also like I take fucking Aberg every week, and just sat on the couch sulking all weekend like. Like if that round went ahead on Monday, like I felt like he was winning.
Yeah, I agree. He didn't have a bogey, I don't think, the whole 3 rounds.
He's just solid, isn't he?
So moving forward with the golf, you're basically Rory, Aberg, and one other.
I'm back on JT. I think JT's back.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What makes you think that?
He's hitting it nicely. The last few rounds, he's going all right.
Yeah, and like he was so off last year. I reckon, yeah, he's just showing signs of like it was too bad to be true last year. I thought.
Xander and Victor have pulled out of the Waste Management already.
Really? What's wrong with my man, Victor?
That's surely.
He said he's working on his game, but
surely means one thing.
Is he having
only.
chats with Greg Norman about moving to live?
He's been a bit off this year.
He sort of hasn't bounced back punts from when he had that catastrophe on like the 12th on that Hawaiian golf course.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing much either.
I thought he was just going to take this year by storm, but he's he hasn't done much, but he'll bounce back. I'm hearing the big hitters are the go this week. Is that right? In the dry desert air.
From my vague experience and knowledge, there's often one like sort of out wide golfer that goes good, but then falls at the death. Like I remember Theogala before he was anyone. He was right in this tournament. I reckon Cantlay might have won it that year, but Scheffler was right there. I don't know what I'm going to do with Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler is
every week.
Is he going for 3 in a row here?
Yeah, he's won it the past 2 years.
I'm sticking with him this week, but he's on borrowed time.
Yeah,
he's fucking wobbly over that short stick, eh?
I just don't understand. It's actually amazing that he can't actually putt.
And he's world number 1.
Imagine if he could putt.
Assisted by some of the better golfers going to live, but he's still world number 1. I think Scotty Scheffler is the man to beat at the Waste Management. I can't wait to watch it. It's a phenomenal event. Social media is really good this week. There'll be good little clips across socials of people getting absolutely blind, paro at the event. This is the one where on the 16th they have the big massive grandstand.
Yep.
And they just throw cans onto the green every hole, and like it's people's full-time job this week to go and pick up the cans and let the next guys tee off. So
those cans will be upwards of like 25 Australian as well, and they're just lobbing them into the crowd unless they're in. It's unbelievable.
I think that's what sort of happens though in cult. Like shit is so expensive now that you're like, well, what are we going to do this year, boys? It's like, the waste management. So you're not going to go there and behave yourself. You're going to go there and put one into orbit.
Yeah.
It's one sort of event for the year.
Pray that we get a few hole-in-ones to see the...
You've got to absolutely piss bolt to get a spot, though, don't you? You've got to be there first there, like hours before the gates open.
Yep.
They would sell all those tickets, though, wouldn't they? They'd be seats, wouldn't they?
Well, I think some of the area is... I don't know. Because last year I seen them like running from the gate.
Yeah. It's chaos.
It is chaos.
It's absolute chaos. Anything else we should go over, boys? It's been a big show. It's been a very good show, actually. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good. Punts come on like house on fire. It's hilarious. It's good.
It's my time of year.
maybe we should get some content from Punts on Monday.
Can you imagine the amount of editing that would need to be done?
Oh, go live on Early Crow Insta.
What's going on in the NBA, Matty?
Celtics for me. Invested in them. So the West, the West is a bit of a shit show at the moment. Lakers, Warriors, not much chop. So bit of a new group coming through. I guess Denver will be there again, but I think Boston in the East anyway will at least make the finals. But be good though. It's start to wind up in what late March, early April.
You and the missus watched Boy Swallows Universe yet on Netflix?
No.
The best show on Netflix I've seen in the last 2 years. Highly recommend anyone who's listening. Watch it. It's Australian. It's grouse. It's fucking got alcoholism, drugs, heroes, villains. It's a great story. It's a great show. I highly recommend Boys Swallow Universe. It's a great book apparently, but for those of us out there that don't like reading that much but like watching, it's right up your alley.
I'm up to episode 5. It's getting into it.
Oh, you're into it?
We're episode 5, yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm up to where the Suns were underneath the house listening to him, and they told the story where he drove into the lake.
Yeah. Let's not give it away, but yeah, touching stuff. That episode, very good show.
It is good.
Pulls on the heartstrings, get you going. It's a really great show. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend it. Paps is into it. That's been the Early Crow episode 18. NFL, horse racing, golf, AFL, NRL, yarns and crap all through it. But it's been good. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. We'll have our socials flat out on Saturday with our eyes on ponies. Potentially another cheeky little preview with Tom and I for some racing back end of the week. We'll have the much anticipated and highly successful golf plays Thursday sometime, where 12 of us failed to land a single blow last week. It can only get better, and we promise you it will. And don't forget to like and subscribe and get around us. Plenty more coming soon. Have a great week. Bye for now.